Yay, chamomile. Let's go outside and pull some out of the ground to try and grow it on the windows. Oh, it's actually sunny. Oh my gosh. As I have discovered, quail like to eat chamomile, and they have been going to town on this thing. But it's very similar to strawberries in that we'll do these little runners, and then you'll have these tufts, and then they'll get into the ground and they will root and they will keep growing. So I'm going to try and find a section like this that has started rooting, and I'm going to cut that up and stick it indoors. This ought to do nicely. No, it's not food. Sorry. While I'm on that topic, there are typically two kinds of chamomile. You've got Roman chamomile and then you have German chamomile. Now this is Roman chamomile, and I went for the Roman chamomile just because that's the one that's been the most studied. And I wanted to go for something which had the most provable medical benefits. Now this isn't going to do anything super dramatic like cure cancer, but it is very good for anxiety. It's not going to help with extreme anxiety, but I do find that when I'm just feeling on edge chemically, it calms me down. It's not going to calm me down if I have an actual reason to be upset, but it does calm me down if my hormones are a little bit out of whack, and they are regularly out of whack. So for me, this is a very useful plant. So now I need to fill up my tin with the mixture of worm castings and leaf mulch. And I like this combination because I find that the worm castings just on their own are just a little bit too dense, and they can kind of be a bit claustrophobic for the plant. But the leaf mulch on itself just doesn't have enough nutrition, enough kind of soil activity, microbes, nematodes, all that kind of good stuff. So I like the mixture because they work very well together. Now for the usual thing, just make sure that it's really nice and damp, not soggy, not marsh-like, just damp. I'm going to wait for that to seep in, then I'm going to make a hole in the middle, pop the chamomile on it, and then we're good to go. Okay, just going to make a little area in the middle for the chamomile. Then I'm going to take my piece of chamomile, just slot that in, press the soil around it, make sure that it's just nice and snug, not claustrophobic, just snug. And then I'm going to pop it by my windowsill and wait for that to turn into a much bigger plant. And while we're on the topic, this is some, what's the word I'm looking for, spearmint. Now this I just want to leave in the pot of water because I want to show you just how quickly this thing is going to develop roots. And then this is another little useful thing, just a mushroom box from Lidl, but it fits perfectly over my little ice tray, which I've turned into seedling tray. So it's just a great way that you can reuse stuff that would otherwise just go in the bin. Oh, and we have a little bit more life going here as well. That's going to taste amazing.